I think just the intensity and everything like that. I've been a part of some playoff games and seen the atmosphere of the building ramp up, the atmosphere of the coaches, players, everyone. So just a lot more energy in the building for sure.
From your past experience, do you treat that any differently?
Personally,
Quarterback treat it any
I
differently?
mean, you have your routine that you try to stick to. I'm pretty consistent with that, so it won't change too much. I think just you got to feed off that energy though a little bit. It's playoffs. You got to love it.
How much did you watch on Sunday?
Just about all of them, yeah.
Did you watch it from I'm getting ready to play these guys perspective, or how do you balance that?
The NFC teams, yeah. The AFC you got to enjoy a little bit, but you're trying to do scouting reports on them as you go. Just pick up anything you can from the TV copies like you always do, but just being able to see them live, it's a little different.
So what's always a big takeaway?
Vikings.
What's my scouting report?
Yeah.
They're a talented group defensively, very sound. They have their rules. They stick to their rules. Coach Zimmer does a great job getting them in great plays, and they make it tough on offenses. So that D-line, they're impressive. They'll get after you, and so it'll be a good test for us.
They've been really effective against tight ends, defending tight ends. What is it that they do that is effective?
Their overall scheme, I think, helps them with that. But they have talented safeties, talented linebackers who are the guys covering them, and they do good in man-to-man situations. So it'll be tough on us to get those completions.
Jimmy, why did Emmanuel Sanders seem to have such an impact when he arrived, and how much has his postseason experience? A lot of talk about you not playing the postseason, but here's a guy who did and was very successful. How does that help this week?
Yeah, well, whenever you got guys with experience like that, I think just whether it's sharing their experience, sharing stories of what they've went through, just anything like that could always help the younger guys. And we got a lot of guys who haven't played in playoff games, so it'll be good to share that stuff.
Why did he have an impact when he got here in the trade? What about his?
There's a number of things. I think it starts with his just being a pro. The trickle down effect that he had to the other receivers and other skill positions on offense was huge, and it doesn't always go as seen. But just the stuff he does in the locker room and things like that, and obviously his performance on the field speaks for itself. But he brings a little bit of everything.
Is there, Raheem Mostert has called himself a beach bum. He surfs and skateboards. Do you notice that in his personality? And is there like a switch that he flips when he's on the football field that's different from that?
A little bit, yeah. I think we have a number of guys with that switch who could do that. But he's one of those guys, chill guy, gets along with everybody. So I could definitely see the surfer and skateboarder mentality. But Heem's an awesome guy to be around, great guy in the locker room. Just a pleasure to be around.
You've gotten in the playoffs before, obviously, but is it different? How's it different? Is it less relaxing now to go in as the main guy?
Obviously being the starter and backup's a little different, but I'm trying to prepare the same I have this whole season. Treat this week, just go through my routine and everything like that, like I normally do. But like I said before, the energy I think just especially on Saturday in that stadium will be pretty special.
So much information out there on passing stats and that kind of thing. What statistical benchmarks are important to you when you sit down and look at it? What do you want to be seeing that you're doing well?
Honestly, I don't really look at the stats that much. I know it sounds cliche and everything, but as long as the quarterback's winning, I think he's doing his job and putting his team in a good position to win. That's, as the quarterback, that's your job.
Jimmy, having been in so many tight games this year, and especially big moments like, let's say, New Orleans, what does that do for you and I guess the overall team, but specifically for you heading into a game like this, which is probably going to be tight, heavily contested?
Yeah, well, we've had a couple of late games this season that just felt like playoff games. Starting with Seattle here, Baltimore, New Orleans, all those games. And we've said it throughout the entire season. I think it's going to help us going forward. But as far as the experience with it, I think just we don't have to deal with the noise and things like that, so it'll be a little different at home. But just the energy, the intensity that's out there, it's just it's a little different.
What do you remember about the season opener in 2018 specifically? What the challenges that defense gave you?
Yeah, they do a good job with their disguise. Obviously holding it with the safeties and things like that. But just they don't give you anything easy. I mean, they make you work for everything down the field. There's really no easy completions, no easy 8-yard run that you're going to get. So we're going to have to earn everything, and we know that going into this.
Hey, Jimmy, Coach Sauer's commercials been getting a lot of play the last 4 days.
Which
or so.
commercials?
Coach Sauer, Katie Sauer.
Oh, yeah.
Just wondering, as an offensive assistant, how much growth have you seen since she's joined the staff from her?
She's been tremendous. Katie was here before I was, but just what she does with the receivers, all the skill position guys, how she interacts with them. It's special, and she's feisty, man. Katie's awesome out there. She'll get after the guys. I mean, it's fun to be around.
Just reaction to being fined for.
Sorry, go ahead.
Just reaction to being fined $7,000 for throwing the ball in the stands, and then finding out it was caught by a San Jose fan who had driven all the way to Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty accurate on the throw. I thought I saw the guy, wanted to, so I wasn't trying to be, start right or anything. I was trying to throw it to that specific guy, and he made a great catch on it. But yeah, I was glad it was a San Fran fan that caught that.
Nick, last one.
Joe Staley was honest a couple years ago about nearly walking away, and clearly this means a lot to him. I know it means a lot to all of you, but do you have a sense of how much this run means to him going into this?
Yeah, I think just not even this run, just this whole season in general. You could really see it after the Seattle game, how much it meant to, everybody. But Joe, I mean, he's been through the ups and downs of this whole organization. And so just the one in Seattle was a big one, and we just want to keep this thing rolling for him.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Thanks, guys.